we all grew up in, all those Aussie graduates, utterly and totally different culture. Everybody kind of says to me, yeah, I've lost the accent after that. You know, so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I must mention my partner, Barbara, who's from New Hampshire, but I forgive her that. So every now and again, we have a Yorkshire dialect. And you're doing really well.
Working.
Really well. But I'm so honoured and privileged just being here today. Particularly amongst my fellow Oswin new graduates. Spoke to quite a few of you in the last few hours, and we're all very proud. It's interesting, isn't it? You think of secondary education and the new Britain after the war, and how everything changed the structure of society. And secondary modern schools didn't really have a good press, but boy, look what it's produced. When I just look around this collection, there's so many familiar faces to me. And we didn't have that for a sense, did we? Look at it like that. And again, it's interesting, for example, if I'm in New York doing a lecture tour or something, or working in another university, people will say to me, where do you come from? It's great because the Yanks can't understand the Yorkshire accent at all. They're getting better, but there's no Americans here, is about that. Okay, I'll continue. And then when I was in, I've got to know one of the great things about this so far. I've just got to know this wonderful couple here, and I just know how much hard work they put into this outstanding exhibit. I've kind of laboured at the front of the coal mines, and I think of Tony labouring, and all these incredible storyboards through there. We look at them, okay, some interesting pictures and some great narrative, but they're really labour intensive, and it's really hard work. And you'll spend quite a bit of time designing them and pasting the pictures in, and then something always goes wrong, and then you've got to start again. So just walking around here is so interesting, and seeing the quality of this exhibit. So one of the ways of introducing Tony's exhibit is I like to talk about, when I'm talking to the undergrads, I say when we try to bring the past back, think of two things. And this is from a French school of history, and it's called memory and place. We don't know it, but all the time we talk about memory and place. It's such an important part of who we are as individuals. And memory and place was kind of adapted by a French historian called Pierre Nollet in this incredible book called Les Lieux de Mémoire. We all do it, but none of us realize we do it. We think back all the time. Well, using the idea of Les Lieux de Mémoire, I think of gravestones. Think of inscriptions on gravestones. Think of film, think of literature. There's so many things in which we embed the past. And I think as a historian, I want to kind of recreate that past and bring it forward. And this is exactly what this exhibit is doing. It's recreating the past. The means don't matter because that's the product. I just look over there and see Bruce Woodcock. Wow, aren't we all proud that, Bruce is a Baldy boy? But recreating the past is so important. Let me just say something briefly about myself and tie things together. I'm a lot older than Tony. I was at Ossie from 1961 to 1966. I think I did the comment. I took an apprenticeship. went to the plant, went down the pit, got involved with the National Union of Mine Workers, which taught them the strike came in 1984-85, and that kind of changed everything. But it gave me a sense of politics, of history, and the past, and I thought I'd love to do this for a living, just to kind of understand the past. This is why I really enjoy museums. I'm always in museums. If we go to New York, I just love walking out.
Keeps you out the pub, Tom. It keeps you out the pub.
It keeps me out of the pub, yeah.
No.
But the only thing is you can't find old Speckled Hen over there. or John Smith's on draft. But yes, it keeps you out of the pub. But it keeps you interested. And this is what this wonderful exhibit is doing. It's going to keep us all interested. And another part of research is that I use in the United States. It's called American Transcendentalism. And these are the philosophers and writers and thinkers and politicos who really were trying to shape America in the 1830s, 1840s. What I particularly love is Ralph Waldo Emerson. And Ralph Waldo Emerson said in 1842, 1843, all history is biography. Real simplistic statement like that. All history is biography. And here we receive the biographies, and here we have the history. Let me introduce you to the architect of this wonderful exhibit, Tony Armstrong.